You know those games that feel never ending? The games that you feel like you never really have to finish? But if you do, you know that one day you'll eventually run through it again. Games that you just play. No final goal or ending to achieve really. We play them for the vibes. Quite a few games of this caliber are my favorites, and for good reasons. They are games that not only feel like they have a lot to them, but they can be played indefinitely. Or replayed indefinitely. A game that has somehow mastered both quality and quantity. They hold their value and feel like they're well worth the price that we spend on them. Games that truly give us a bang for our buck and deserve to be praised in that way. And the best part is, we don't really get sick of these games. These are the ones that we never really uninstall from our device. We just go back and hop into them when the feeling arises. It's like a gaming arc for a specific game. And I'm willing to bet that all of us have a game in our library that we do this with. These types of games can range from titles way back in the day to some pretty modern games. Some of them are just simply that good, and others are maintained by their creators through updates and DLC, giving them that everlasting game feel. Real quick, if you're new here, my name is Joseph. Here we have relaxing conversations about tech, gaming, and how we can better incorporate them into our lifestyles. If that sounds like your vibe, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss any more meaningful gaming content. In this video today, we're going to be talking about buy once, play forever games. I have a few I'd like to talk about and really put emphasis on why they are so great and why the buy once, play forever category should be the gold standard of gaming. Well, in my opinion anyways. And I can't get down with games as much if they're not available or playable on handheld devices. So you can rest assured that every game on this list is available and runs on them perfectly. Games like this are good for traveling because they are games you just pick up and put down when you have time, or get hooked on when time permits. Forever games don't press you for time because you know they'll be in your lineup for a long time. But before we get down to the nitty gritty, you know how we do things here. First things first, we gotta pour up a cold brew and get comfy. Then we can talk about some forever games. Be right back. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump into it. Cheers, guys. A big reason I wanted to talk about forever games today is because it fits extremely well into the message I hope to portray through this channel. Gaming alongside a productive and healthy lifestyle. They are long-lasting and will more than likely be a worthwhile purchase. These games not only respect our wallet for being worth the money that we spend on them, but they also respect us as gamers. They develop these titles with the user experience in mind at full priority, to make sure that they will have a great experience worth having again and again. And that's why I want to shed some light on these types of games, in case someone is looking for one like that. And as someone who's very much still just starting off dabbling into minimalism, these games provide the best value for customers in my opinion. It's a great bonus that they are all playable on a dockable or handheld device as well. But to kick it off, I gotta start out with one of my top 3 games of all time, the infamous Stardew Valley. When it comes to farming sims, this one is the cream of the crop. Ooh, I'm on fire today. Many games in this category fit the forever game idea, but Stardew is just insane. I've been playing this game since it came out on the Nintendo Switch in 2017. I've logged so many hours into this one and I still find something new every time I play it. This is one of those routine games where you slowly learn to build, automate, and completely overhaul your farm. There's intense mining, fishing, villagers and creatures to befriend, and there's celebrations and goals to hit in order to progress the town as a whole. Just when you think you've seen everything this game has to offer, a witch turns one of your chickens into a void chicken, or the creator adds an entire island which basically serves as another entire game on its own. It's got the whole classic Harvest Moon gimmicks like getting married, having kids, and tons of customization. It's a game I keep coming back to after all these years, and it's more than worth like the $10 I got it on sale for. Hands down, one of the best games I've ever played. If the gameplay doesn't bring you back, the incredible music and quirky characters will. A solid 10 out of 10 buy once, play forever game. And it does pair exceptionally well with a coffee. Next up, we got one that's a bit darker than Stardew Valley by like a lot. This one is Diablo III. I originally game shared this with a friend on the Xbox One and was absolutely blown away. I didn't go into this one really expecting to dig it, but the dark atmosphere, insanely fast combat, and the endless loot train really hooked me. I can't count on my hands how many times I've ran through this campaign. The story is intriguing, the combat is super satisfying and gives you that feeling of accomplishment every time you find a rare item or come across another boss. It's not too long, and it's extremely fun to replay as different classes to give the game a fresh new feel. It gives the perfect dark fantasy medieval vibe that I can't get enough of, with the peak production that Blizzard used to put out back in the day. It's easy to pick up and put down for short sessions, plus this game just nails the modern day, old school game vibe that I love so much. Cool armor, weapons, good voice acting, and text boxes. I don't know what it is, but it feels very nostalgic. This spooky game is bound to give you tons of good gaming sessions over the years. I absolutely love it. Another group of games that really fits the forever category for me is the Soulsborne games. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all of them. If you're a fan of FromSoft, you know how replayable all of their games are. They just sink their teeth in and don't let go once you get the hang of them. The first time playthrough of these games can be pretty daunting. They can be pretty difficult and tedious, but after your first playthrough you think, that wasn't too bad. Let's run it again. And after that, you try out different builds and orders to switch it up, tackling tough bosses, upgrading your gear, and ultimately getting good and absolutely obliterating the enemies that used to give you so much trouble is an unmatched feeling. And don't even get me started about the lore. If you want the lore, there is so much out there to discover. And like the gameplay, understanding the lore is not a very easy thing to do either. But it's well worth taking the deep dive because there is so much cool stuff going on here. These games just provide a very unique style of gameplay, packaged in a highly replayable format. And once you get the feel, these games can be ran through in no time. Definitely games you'll be going back to years and years from now. They gave birth to the Souls-like genre for a reason. Going back to a bright and upbeat kind of game, Pokemon games are timeless. Almost every Pokemon game I've ever completed, I went back and did it again. This is another game that lets you vastly switch it up every single time, or whenever you want to. There are tons of different Pokemon to catch and battle with, and the stories are always genuine and just plain out fun. Characters are charming, and there's tons of reasons to replay these games. You could even just stay on one playthrough forever and keep battling and catching Pokemon to your heart's content. I think I put thousands of hours into Pokemon Diamond back when I was a kid. Don't regret it, that game was a solid 10 out of 10, and Platinum was even better. I remember being a kid and just booting up the game just to listen to the music, especially in the game's towns. I still listen to those tunes today when I come across them. You can never go wrong with a good old Pokemon game, and for the record, I am more so talking about the older retro titles here. I really enjoy the newer titles as well, but they don't give me that same forever game feeling that the older ones do. They were just special. So for this next game, I'm going to be breaking the rules just a little bit here. Just because I know this isn't a buy once, play forever game. This is a buy multiple times, play forever game. I know you can all probably guess, but I'm talking about the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Or heck, all of the Bethesda RPGs I guess, why not? Love or hate the company at the moment, these games were so special. I can't tell you how many times I keep going back to these gems. They're so calming and relaxing to play and let us do everything at our own pace. You can make it as easy or difficult as you want and just explore the world of Tamriel or the Nuclear Wasteland. There's so much to collect, discover, and the quests and stories are amazing, even if flawed sometimes. You can save whenever and experience parts of the game over and over again. And these are games that you can just sit and chat about with your homies. I installed all of these onto my Steam Deck, and honestly, I don't think I will ever uninstall them. They're just that good. They come in clutch when I'm in between games and looking to kill some time or avoid impulse buying another game. So for me, they are perfect forever games, especially if you're someone who's into pretty in-depth RPGs. There's just a lot on the table here. So for the last game that we'll be talking about today, we're going to end it off with a classic. The one game that has been on our system since we found out about it. I'm talking about Minecraft. This is that game I was talking about when I said you get that strange feeling every now and then that you need to hop back into it. You know, the Christmas server with the homies, perfect gaming vibes right there. Whether you want a challenge or some relaxing exploring or building sessions, Minecraft is a great choice. The music is peak nostalgia, the mechanics are simple enough once you know what you're doing, and let's be honest, I feel like a lot of people don't care about finishing this game to completion. It's more so for the journey and experience you get. New builds and bases, new discoveries and cool land formations, building beautiful homes on a unique landscape, and horrifying encounters with mobs. There's something for everyone here to keep you occupied. It's all so good, and I consider it a perfect forever game. There's a reason this one has been popular for so long, and I believe it will be popular for years and years down the road. These games just have so much to them that they feel somewhat immeasurable. I really appreciate the longevity and value that these games bring because games nowadays are not always cheap. So they bring the value and they make these games easy to incorporate with a busy lifestyle, in my opinion. These games are amazing to bring on the go with your portable devices and accompany with a good coffee. I know there are tons and tons of games I could have put on this list, but I definitely would like to do another video like this one if it's something that you guys are into. So let me know what buy once, play forever games are your go-tos. I'd love to know, so let me know. So if you like what I'm doing here or find any value in these videos, please consider hitting that like button, as it genuinely helps me out and helps me put these videos in front of more and more of you. And if you're into videos about gaming, tech, and lifestyle, please consider subscribing and joining the fam. We'd love to have you. I more than appreciate all of you guys for taking the time out of your day to tune in and watch these videos. So let me know what you're playing this week and let's chat. You can also hit me up on my Instagram down below where I talk more about fitness, gaming, coffee, lifestyle in general, that sort of stuff. So be sure to follow me on there and run it up. So it's about that time where we top off that coffee and get a little gaming in. So with that being said, stay active and stay gaming, guys. Until the next one, peace.